Hopefully I'm in the frame here. Hey guys, Mike here from the NorCal Shooter. So haven't been doing too much lately, but this year is going to be busy. So I want to thank all my subscribers. I can't believe I gained 900 subscribers for only really loading one video. So thank you so much for that. But my goal is to load at least 1 or 2 videos week, and I do have a car shoot coming up, 1950 Chevy 4-door sedan, green, with an awesome model, awesome car, awesome location. So I'm going to be shooting that, and I will have a video guy shooting it, so something to look forward to. But a lot of these shoots I'm going to be doing are like exploring Northern California. I live like 50 miles from Lake Tahoe and 50 miles from Sacramento, but I'm going to try to do like a 100-mile radius, so 50 miles each way. Tons of stuff to photograph. I mean, it's in the foothills of Northern California, so got some hidden jewels to photograph, and I'm going to be videotaping it. And I changed cameras. I don't know if you know, but I used to shoot with the Canon 5D Mark II. Sold that in like 2015. Didn't have a camera for a while. Bought a Fujifilm X-T2, dual card slot, so that's kind of what I wanted. And it's got the power booster, because if anyone owns a Fuji, you know it sucks batteries like a drunken sailor. So, but it's sitting right over there. But I'm just filming this on my iPhone. But I want to say another thing I'm going to be getting into is product photography. So I've been binge watching YouTube videos. There's a lot of great product photographers out there on that channel, whatever, YouTube. And so I'm going to be doing products and practicing on all the junk I have. And I have a lot of stuff I do. I do sell stuff on eBay. So I'm always taking pictures, but I just normally take that with my iPhone. But so a lot of these product photographers, they were saying they did flat lays. And as of last week, I didn't even know what a flat lay was. I'm like, what the heck's a flat lay? Until I knew, you know, like, hey, you put stuff on the ground, on the floor, and shoot it. I'm like, duh, okay. So I'm looking around. I rearranged my living room a little bit. It's still cold up here, you know, so I got the wood stove going. I don't know if you can see it, but so I picked up this old table. It's kind of like a I'm thinking it's from the 60s or 70s by the way it looks, but it extends out, so it's got like little leaves that come out. So whoever made it did a really good job. But what I like about it is the surface of it. So I was going to refinish this, you know, sand it, DA it, and repaint it. But then after I watched a lot of these videos, I'm like, man, I like the rustic look. So the neat thing about this table, this comes off. So it's got a kind of scratchy kind of surface to it. So if I lay this down, you know, for my flat lay, then I can put my whatever I'm going to shoot on there. So yeah, and I do have lights since I'm a portrait photographer. I've been published in international and national magazines. Shoot, I didn't even bring those out there. But a lot of you know I've been published, but well, maybe the next episode I'll bring them out. But I've been published in Rub Rods magazine, Hot VW magazine, the cover with the Volts rod, cover of Ultra VW magazine in the UK, Blacktop magazine, a bunch of other smaller magazines with models on custom cars. So being said, I actually have I have lights. I use Pulsey Buff lights. I've been using them since 1986, and it's a really good company out of Tennessee. So I used to shoot with White Lightnings. I used to shoot weddings. You know, I've shot over 300 weddings with film, probably 1,500 high school seniors with film, and maybe, I don't know, 50 family portraits with film. So back then, from 86 to 97, I was shooting with Pentax 645 manual focus with Vivitar 283 and 285 flashes. Yeah. And then they came out with the Pentax 645 N2s, which were autofocus, which was way better. And then I had an RZ Pro 2 medium format, 6x7. So I don't have any of those cameras anymore. But so for lights, I have one Einstein, and I have a Digibee 800. I have a Manfrotto stand, C-stand with a boom arm. I do have the smaller, I don't know if you can see it, smaller arm with all kinds of attachments and baby pins and all that good stuff. So I have all that. You know, reflectors. So I have enough stuff, you know, I've accumulated over years. So if you're just starting out, you know, you got to start out with whatever you have. So, you know, but since I've never done this, I've done 2 product shoots. I can't say I've never done anything. Back in the 90s, a couple here in town invented a barbecue, an indoor-outdoor barbecue thing. Kind of looks like a Weber, but the bottom came out and went on a stove. Well, I photographed their prototype, and we did I had a studio, we did a big layout where they pre-cooked all these food dishes, whatever. I got different napkins and kind of like a flat lay, except it was on a table, and I got it on a stand. We didn't put it on the ground, but they staged everything, and I shot, I don't know, at least 20 different kind of setups, and with my 6x7 camera with Kodachrome slide film, I believe, and got the film developed. Everything was nice. They paid me good money, and then they rented a booth, I think, in the Bay Area, San Francisco, like some kind of food or barbecue or some kind of convention kind of thing. And he had 30 by 40 prints made of the images that I shot. And even the Weber booth guys came over and were complimenting on the photos I took. So that was kind of neat. And another one was a photo shoot about the same time. Was someone had like horse blankets that went under saddles and stuff. So, you know, they staged it up. They had a bunch of other tack stuff. I'm not into horses, can you tell? But they had all kinds of stuff. They had a really neat barn. They had hay bales and stuff. So I took my White Lightnings at the time from Paul Seabuff, and I shot that, and they used it for a catalog. But that was in the 90s, so you couldn't Photoshop like, you know, model numbers or whatever on their page and give it to them. So they had to have someone else do that. So that's my experience in product shoots, and then doing the car shoots. So I do have experience with Photoshop and all that good stuff. So, but I really like this table. Oh, and then I had my friend Brad, he got a bunch of this granite slab rock, so he brought over 3 pieces so I can use that for part of my thing. And then I got this really neat tile. It's slate tile, really good color. I'm going to go to Home Depot and get some kind of a satin finish or something to put on there just to pop the color a little bit. So then I could just lay that on this wood table and then shoot a product on that. Plus I have other stuff. I got an old suitcase. I don't know if you can see it, but I bought this somewhere. An old, you know, 30s, 40s suitcase, kind of cool. So I can open it up and put a bunch of stuff in it. So I don't have that much stuff as far as props, but I have enough to get me in trouble. So, but that's my thing. That will pop back on there. And then, but I'm debating, you know, I got a Bonneville poster there because I went to Bonneville, but shooting it here and then putting a softbox or whatever lighting it, or behind me is a window. So I'm debating on, I might experiment here doing it, and then I might do, I'll turn the camera around, I might do this window. So that table will probably be, I don't know, about the height of that gray, the top of that gray sofa. And if I open the blinds, I can have, you know, window light. And then I do have a bunch of diffuser panels or something I could probably MacGyver to fit in that, you know, bring those blinds up and fit it, and then have more of a light box. And I do have reflectors and all that. So yeah, so that, anyways, I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. Let me put this back. So this is like my first video I've done like forever. So I don't know, that might be too high. I don't know. So I go to a lot of yard sales. Oh, I picked this up. Oh, violin wooden box. So it's kind of cool. Maybe I can open it up and put stuff. And then my friend Brad, he's got a bunch of stuff to put in. He's got a tray of vintage jewelry, and it looks like a time capsule. So he said I could come over there and do a flat lay, and it's in a glass case and it's laying flat. So yay. And that's about it. I do have another tip. I could probably show you. Let me get my camera. So I only have one camera or my Fujifilm X-T2. Oh, that's another thing. So, and I have a 16 to 55 lens. So I'm a zoom kind of guy. I'm not really into the bokeh stuff. But when you're shooting your flat lay, let me just stand over here. I see it, you know, it has a flip out screen, you know, and people are, you know, they don't have their strap on their camera. So they're just kind of like, you know, maybe doing 1/60th. That's kind of slow for hand holding if you're going to get it sharp. So 1/25th, they're bumping up the ISO and everything. They're doing it. And I says, well, why don't you just put the strap on your neck, pull it straight out, and tip it. So now you got your strap and your arms is like a tripod kind of thing. So it's way more sturdier if you pull like that, and then you just hit the shutter button. So there's your tip for the day. Because I've watched at least 5 YouTube videos. They're just doing this. They're kind of, yeah, it looks good. And they're, you know, I mean, kudos to you if you can hand hold that. But I could probably hand hold a 1/60th if it's next to my body, but not out here. But anyways, so there's one tip. And I did find, I always shoot RAW in this camera. So, and I had, you know, another card in the second slot for JPEG, but I never even downloaded the JPEGs. I was only concerned with the RAW. So now I did some films. I think you could do 7. I have 5 simulations that I configured off of different recipes from shooters I watch on YouTube. And so I'm curious to see, I got a couple black and whites with a green filter and a yellow filter, and, you know, low noise reduction or whatever they had, I just put it in there. So, and then a couple color ones that I changed. So right now it's set on black and white. So when you shoot it, you see the black and white image. You see it in the JPEG. So, you know, which is kind of throws you off when you first did it. But I really like this camera. I haven't used it very much, but I'm going to be using a lot this year. And I hope to see you. Oh, plus I'm thinking about changing my YouTube channel name. Because if you, you know, I just click on it, it goes in there. But if you don't type it right and you have spacers, it goes to crime scenes. One of my friends pointed that out, and I'm like, what? And he says, no, it goes to like some crime scenes. So yeah, so I'm going to be thinking of a new name for my channel, and I can change my name, so I'll let you guys know when I'm going to change it, so you know to look for me. But thank you for all the subscribers. And I really haven't done anything. I don't know, you know, a lot of you watch like 3 or 4 videos, but I'm going to have a lot of videos coming out. So hopefully 2 a week. So at least 100 videos, if not more. So anyways, I'll let you go, and we'll see if this video comes out, because this is the first video I shot with I have an iPhone 11. So thank you.